run in that ID. G5W. All right. That procedure give her 5 milligrams of diazepam hydroxychloroquine. What's your, let's get a toxicology on her. Let's get her blood for drug efficiency.
Blood pressure is 80 over 40 and dropping.
Ventilator airway.
Blood pressure is 70 over 40. Doctor, this blood sample has a strange odor. And I feel faint and dilated.
Start CPR. What the hell? We need some help in here! One of our nurses just passed out.
Still no pulse.
What's that smell?
I'm feeling faint.
Nurse, take over that oxygen bag.
I don't think I can.
Evacuate the ER. For God's sake, get everybody out!
They've evacuated the ER. Emergency patients are being rerouted as we speak. I got no idea what's going on. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. Doc Holliday just pulled off. I'll get back to you in a little while, Dave.
Talk to me.
Female patients brought into the ER with convulsions. Emergency teams, they smelled something funny. They started passing out left and right. Nobody has any idea why. They've got a doctor and 3 others in intensive care.
Are they in isolation?
Yeah, they've also got the paramedics who drove the ambulance in quarantine.
What about the dead woman?
She's still in the ER. They left her in there.
We're going to need field suits to go in and get her.
We got a team from the health department that's on its way. Oh, there they are now.
Dr. Chin.
How bad is it?
We won't know till we get inside. Okay. Anybody feels faint or nauseous, smells any unusual odors, we're out of there instantly.
Hey, Doc, you got any idea what we're dealing with here?
A gas leak, some sort of toxic substance that was released, a virus. All right, let's go.
Hey, Mac, we turned off the power in the ER. We had to stop the ventilation system from spreading whatever it was throughout the whole hospital.
It's going to be dark in there. Oh, great. You better break out the flashlight, Chief.
All right.
Do we have any information on the dead woman?
According to the paramedics, her name's Janice Cole, lives in Kaneohe. She was in the middle of traffic when she went into convulsions. That's about all we know. Treatment rooms are this way.
Air looks clean. No sign of contaminants or gas leaks.
No unusual skin discoloration or blistering. No obvious bruising or swelling.
No external hemorrhaging. How's your eyes and ears?
Normal.
Arms. Arms of feet. Also normal. What do you think?
There are no obvious clues as to why she died. My recommendation is to seal off the body and move it out of here to a contained environment. Then we'll have the hazardous materials team come in and scrub everything down. Check the gas lines, ventilation shafts, everything.
I agree.
Whatever we're dealing with, I doubt it came from the environment. It came from her. Nurse Hana is in critical condition. It doesn't appear to be a viral infection. It's more symptomatic of
toxic shock.
You mean some kind of poison?
Exactly. But she's not responding to any of our treatments.
What have you tried?
Atropine, epinephrine, TAM. We've also tried ketocyanar and sodium thiosulfate.
Cyanide poison.
Running out of options. If we don't come up with something soon, she's going to die.
Matt, call Walter's chin. Tell him we have to do that autopsy now.
Okay, Doc. Don't you think...
I love my mom!
Hi. I'm Dr. Holli.
I'm Earl Reynolds. This is my granddaughter. We're here to see my daughter.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I can't.
I don't want her to be dead.
Couldn't we just see her for a moment? We won't cause any trouble.
It's not that simple. 4 people who came in contact with your daughter became very sick, and we don't know why. And until we do, no one can see her.
I want to see her. I gotta see her, please.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I wish I could.
No parent should ever outlive their own child.
I don't want to go there. I want to go to Mommy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that little girl.
I just talked to Walter Chin. He may have a problem.
Governor, this is ridiculous.
Dr. Chin has serious concerns about unsealing Mrs. Cole's body for an autopsy. He thinks it might cause more people to be stricken.
Not if we do it in a contained, isolated environment.
Frankly, Dr. Holliday, it sounds to me as if we'd be better off just leaving that body alone.
If we don't find out what killed this woman, there could be other deaths.
That's exactly my concern. The safest thing for us to do is to bury Mrs. Cole in a sealed coffin as quickly as possible.
Have you seen the late edition? They're calling this everything from a government experiment gone wrong to the Andromeda strain. I'm telling you, if we don't do an autopsy on this woman, you're going to be accused of a cover-up.
How late are we for the rally? All right, Dr. Holliday, you do what has to be done. But I want Dr. Chin to supervise the arrangement. One corpse is enough. I don't want any more.
Neither do I.
Doc, you look beautiful. We're going to be watching you on closed-circuit monitor. And I'll be monitoring all your vitals. All right? Now, anything happens, I'm going to come in after you, okay?
I wish you'd reconsider so we can come in with you.
Thanks. But I think we should limit the number of people involved in case of exposure.
D5, how we doing? We're all set up for you, Dr. Holliday. We're ready when you are.
Thanks. Okay.
Everything looks good. You both are coming in loud and clear.
Wolf. Uh-huh. Did it? When? Holly, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Herzog just got word from the hospital. The nurse died.
Dennis Cole died from a deadly organophosphate pesticide called parathion.
It's extremely lethal. 5 drops of pure parathion is enough to kill a human being. Mrs. Cole, but much more than that in your bloodstream.
When the nurse collapsed, she dropped the blood sample, and some of it splattered on her. Janice Cole's blood was full of parathion, and like other organophosphates, it can be absorbed through the skin.
Luckily, the rest of the staff only smelt it.
All right, that makes sense. But how did Mrs. Cole come in contact with this pesticide?
There was a high concentration of it in her stomach, but when we looked at her digestive tract, all we found were partially digested vitamin capsules.
Vitamin capsules?
And it's extremely unlikely that they were contaminated by the manufacturer.
There's another piece to the puzzle, a big piece. She was suffering from terminal cancer. She only had a few months to live. So I would say that suicide is a strong possibility, but we won't know until we finish our investigation.
Good afternoon. Welcome to News Break. After an autopsy was performed by the medical examiner's office, it was announced that Janice Cole apparently committed suicide.
That's not what I said. I said it was a possibility of suicide. Doc, nobody has ever accused reporters of being accurate. People are so aggravating.
Hey, Doc, you ready to head out to Janice Cole's place?
Yeah.
Take care of her. Denise, nobody's taking Sarah away from me. Nobody. Miss Reynolds, Lieutenant Wolfe, Honolulu PD. This is Nui Shaw and Dr. Don Holliday from the medical examiner's office.
We've already met.
We need to check out your house for toxic contamination, sir.
This isn't a good time.
Mr. Reynolds, whatever killed your daughter could still be in this house. You and your granddaughter could be exposed to it.
Come on in.
Thank you.
My other daughter, Denise.
Dad, I have to go, but we need to talk about this some more, so I'll call you tomorrow.
Miss Shaw is going to be taking some samples from around the house so that we can take them to the lab and test them for contamination. Mr. Reynolds, did your daughter take vitamins?
They're in here.
Oh, that's okay, Mr. Reynolds. Thank you. We'll take care of that.
Miss Reynolds, do you grow orchids here?
That's right.
And do you use organophosphate pesticides?
I use a number of different types. Organophosphates are among them.
Would you mind showing me where you keep them?
Not at all.
Gonna look around the house. Huey, let's make sure we find every vitamin jar or bottle in this house.
You got it.
You think your daughter committed suicide?
If she did, I understand. She was in a lot of pain. Any truly civilized society would allow terminally ill people to die with dignity.
There they are. Wow, smells like a chemical factory in here.
I notice you don't keep your door locked. No need to. I'm the only one who comes in here.
Seems one of your containers is missing. You know which one?
Afraid not.
Sarah, I know you know how ill I am. That I'm going to die. I wish that I could be there every moment with you. You become an adult. The most important thing I have to tell you now is how precious life is. It's the most amazing, miraculous thing in the universe. Use your life, Sarah, to be whatever you want to be. But always value it. And always know that I love you.
Hello, Sarah. Oh, they're so beautiful.
My favorite are the dendrobiums.
Dendrobiums?
Yeah, that's what these are. Grandpa said that a long time ago, orchids grew wild over the whole island. But then when people came, so most of them died. Why did things have to die?
Maybe to make way for new things.
I don't believe what they say. She would have never killed herself. We're Catholic. And to us, it's a mortal sin. We said we were going to Disneyland together. Didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
I told you not to come downstairs.
But I want to see Mommy.
You can't see Mommy now, Holly, no. Please, go back upstairs.
It's Mommy's turn.
Holly.
I want to say goodbye to Mommy.
I want you to go back upstairs. And we'll talk about this later. Well, what do you think, Doc?
What?
Janice Cole. Think she committed suicide? Or do you think her father helped her to die?
I don't know.
Well, if he did, we'd have to arrest him.
Where will that leave Sarah? We just got the report back from the lab, Doc. The vitamin E capsules were full of parathion. You were right. It was her vitamin. Apparently, there was a small hole at the end of each capsule that had been sealed over with gelatin. So whoever did it probably used a hypodermic needle. I don't know. Seems like an awful lot of trouble to go to commit suicide. Nui, Sarah said that her mother was going to take her to Disneyland. Why don't you call the airlines and all the travel agents in Kaneohe? See if she made some travel plans. Got it.
Well, we towed Janice Cole's car to the impound for inspection, and we found no evidence of toxic contamination.
Did you find anything that might be of help?
Glove compartment had the usual maps, vehicle registration, bottle of painkillers.
Painkillers?
They're clean. Oh, I don't know if this means anything, but I found a business card in the ashtray.
Sorry about that, Lieutenant. I had to finish up a call with a client. My secretary's out with the flu today.
This is you, huh?
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Well, I am one of those fitness freaks. Work out every day.
I used to run track myself.
Really? Well, with a little work, you can get back into shape. It's never too late. So, what can I do for you?
I was wondering if you had a client by the name of Janice Cole.
Sure. I know Mrs. Cole.
Did she have a life insurance policy of any kind?
She sure did. $500,000 worth.
Mac, I think I have something for you.
I'm listening.
Nui found out that Janice Cole booked a trip to Disneyland for herself and her daughter. She made the reservations the day before she died. Now, why would she book a trip with the daughter she loved so much one day and kill herself the next?
Well, here's something even better, Doc. 7 years ago, she took out an insurance policy worth $500,000. Her co-beneficiaries are Sarah Cole and Earl Reynolds.
Father.
I gotta tell you, Doc, it's starting to look like we got a murder case on our hands.
Will dwell with you forever. Eternal rest grant unto her, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon her. May her soul and the souls of all the faithful departed, may the mercy of God rest in peace.
You get out of here.
Yes, this, in the name of the Father.
You get the hell out of here.
I don't want any trouble now, you old man.
Settle down here. I don't want this piece of garbage near my daughter. All right. Seems to be the trouble.
I'm Jeff Cole. Jan, my wife. There's my daughter.
Like hell she is. You haven't laid eyes on her since she was 3 months old. Took off in the middle of the night about 10 years ago. No phone calls, no support, not even a guard down. Where's the guard?
That was between Jan and me, all right?
This is not the time or place for this, Earl. Your family needs you.
If you start in trouble, it'll be the last time. I promise you. Keep them away from my daughter's memorial.
All right.
Just leave this guy? Ordering people around like that? Still a free country, isn't it?
True, but I think you should reconsider.
Well, just who the hell are you?
Lieutenant Mack Wolfe, Honolulu Police. Come on, let's take a walk, Chief. This is Dr. Dawn Holliday. She's our medical examiner.
You certainly know how to make an entrance, Mr. Cole.
It wasn't my fault. Jan's old man has always had it in for me.
Well, with good reason, apparently.
Yeah, well, there's always two sides to the story, isn't there? Fact is, Jan and I, we never did get a divorce. You know what that means, don't you? That means I'm still her husband, and that entitles me to certain things.
Such as?
To be able to attend this funeral, for one thing. Flew all the way here. And then there's the matter of the estate.
I figured we'd get around to that.
I don't care what you people think of me. According to the law, I am entitled to my fair share.
And what about Sarah?
Not like we were ever really close or anything. Jan wouldn't allow that.
Probably something to do with the desertion.
Jan and I got married. We were just kids ourselves, but we had an agreement. And that agreement was no kids for at least 5 years. 6 months into the marriage thing, she gets herself pregnant.
Birth control isn't perfect.
Whatever. I told her no kids. As far as I'm concerned, she broke her word to me.
You have a wonderful daughter.
Really, you're right. She's not even kids, you know?
Should have been neutered.
So this is your favorite place. Why? Why don't we sit down and rest? So how are you, Sarah?
Okay.
No. It's not good to keep your feelings inside. When my mother died, I really felt angry. I was so mad at her for leaving me.
Really?
And then I thought that everyone would think I was bad because I felt angry. You know what? Everybody feels angry. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. I'm your friend.
What's going to happen to me?
What do you mean, honey?
I heard Grandpa arguing with Aunt Denise, and I know she wants me to go live with her. But I want to stay here, with Grandpa. But I want to stay here, with Grandpa.
Holly, I need to talk to you about something.
You like your Uncle Richard and your Aunt Jean, don't you?
Yes?
You get along so well with your cousin Emily. They're probably your favorite relatives, aren't they?
I guess.
So, what do you think about going to live with them for a while? They really want you to.
No, I want to stay with you.
Holly, it's just that I'm so busy at work right now. I don't want to leave you with some stranger I've hired. Along with family.
I don't want to go away. I want to stay home.
We'll go visit them this weekend. They got a room all made up for you.
to. Little bit.
Sounds like that Chef Cole's a real slime ball.
Let's just say that when he walks, he leaves a silver trail behind him.
Yeah, well, he left one all along the West Coast. Forgery, credit card fraud, operating an illegal pyramid scheme. Oh, by the way, did you find any triple on that Aloha pen?
Oh, that's going to come through. Yeah, he's...
Okay. Look, served a year in California, 18 months in Washington.
A real boy.
Right there. Earl, what happened?
You said we could settle this once and for all.
Yeah, that's right. Come on in. Glad you came over so fast. How about a beer? You want a beer?
What do you want? What do you want?
Well, sit down, Earl. Now, you see, the thing is, Earl, just a second there. Yeah. Marty. Marty, what you got for me? Marty, that's a crock. I told you that if we even threaten to sue this insurance company, I can almost guarantee you they're going to pop for at least part of that $500,000. Don't worry about your fee, Marty. I'm going to take care of your fee. Just start to work on the case, will you? All right. Later. Sorry. Where were we now?
So now you're trying to get her part of the insurance.
Well, actually, I'm just trying to get what I'm entitled to get, Earl.
What about Sarah?
It's funny you should bring that up, Earl. You see, now, here's the way it is. See little Sarah the other day? That gave me a kind of it gave me a kind of a paternal pang. You know what I mean, Earl? You see, I'm thinking real seriously about seeking custody of Sarah.
Like hell.
not. A little girl needs her daddy. That's a fact, Earl. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find a judge who sees things my way.
What do you want?
Well, I suppose for the right price, I could be persuaded to just go away.
I don't have any money.
You have a whole lot of land, don't you, Earl?
You expect me to sell the farm?
Not all of it. You get to keep Sarah.
You're a real bastard, Cole. I'll see you burn in hell before I give you one penny.
Well, don't get lithy with me, old man, or I'll see to it that child is on a plane to the mainland in about 2 seconds flat, and you will never see her again. Never put your hands on me. You understand that?
Hi. Dr. Holliday? Right. Could I speak to you for a minute?
Sure, come on in.
Wow. What a beautiful place you have here.
Thank you.
But I'm wondering if it's the right place for Sarah.
Did my father send you?
No, I came on my own. Denise, I know you want what's best for Sarah. But that farm is her home. And Sarah really needs stability right now.
Doctor, I don't mean to be rude, but aren't you overstepping your duties here as a medical examiner? I don't think any of this is your business.
I've spoken to Sarah about how she feels. Have you?
Sarah's my niece. You met her a few days ago. How could you possibly know what's right for her?
My mother died when I was 8 years old. And I was sent off to live with relatives. I'm pretty sure I know how she's feeling right now. She already lost her mother. Don't take away any more of her world.
Yo.
Can you come over right away? I've got something new.
All right, I'm on my way.
remember that you told us he just flew in for the funeral?
Yeah.
Well, Denise Reynolds told me she saw him leaving a liquor store 2 weeks ago.
Is she sure it was him?
I did some checking. Apparently, Jeff had a relative that worked in Janice's doctor's office. So the minute he found out she was terminal, he rushed right over.
All the way from the mainland to here. I didn't know vultures could fly that far, Doc.
Which means that he was around when Janice was poisoned.
Don't you think he murdered her? Why? I mean, she was going to die anyway.
But what if he murdered her to frame Earl? What would happen to the $500,000 insurance payment?
Earl's half would go to Sarah, too.
And Jeff would be first in line for custody of Sarah and $500,000.
I think maybe it's time I had a serious discussion with Mr. Cole. You want to come along?
Oh, yes. As long as you promise me you'll use a rubber hose.
Four 25, no response. Personal unit 437, 437, 1021, 17.
Hey, Jeff, looks like some guy had one too many. Fell on the stairs, broke his neck.
Too bad. How you doing, Lieutenant? Right over here. Look, Dr. Wolfe.
Mack.
What's it look like, Doc?
Got a large bruise on the side of his head. Possible cervical fracture. Oh, and it smells like a brewery.
Probably because he polished off about 2 six-packs up there. But I'd like you to do the post-mortem yourself.
Why?
Well, the hotel manager said he saw Earl Reynolds leaving here in a hurry about 15 minutes before the body was found. Cole might have had help pulling down these stairs. Hey, Sarah.
Are you going to come too?
No, she's not going to come right now. She might come by later on, though, but I'll tell her that you were asking for her.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk to you, Grandpa. I need a word.
Sarah, would you go get a glass of lemonade for the lieutenant?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, son.
I understand you paid a visit to Jeff Cole today.
Let me guess. The gutless coward swore out papers against me. Well, he hit me first. See that?
Earl, Jeff Cole is dead.
What?
Fell down a flight of stairs and he broke his neck.
I wish that I were Christian enough to say I'm sorry. But what I'm really thinking is good riddance.
So you admit you saw him today?
He sent for me. Tried to shake me down for money by threatening to take Sarah away.
Maybe you pushed him down the stairs?
No, sir. I swear. He was alive when I left.
Mack was right. I don't think this was an accidental death. How can you tell? Well, this doesn't look like a simple extension or flexion injury. These intervertebral joints look like they've been twisted apart. It's not indicative of the kind of head-first concussive break a fall should cause. Do you have a measurement of the stair railing? Yeah. See, in this type of injury, it's caused by the head being twisted in a violent spiral motion. The only way that could occur in this kind of fall would be if the victim's head got caught in the stair railing. No. There's not enough space. His head wouldn't fit. So his neck wasn't broken by the fall? Mm-mm. I think it was twisted and snapped like a twig. What do you see here? Over here. Contusions with lacerations of the skin. Very little bruising, very little bleeding. What does that tell you? That there wasn't any blood pressure when the injuries occurred because the victim was already dead. Very good news. I think someone threw Jeff Cole down the stairs after the murder.
Well, it sounds to me like we should swear out a warrant for Earl Reynolds. Not that simple, Captain. We know who's seen him leaving the motel, and we certainly have the motive, but
he had done it physically. That's the question.
Not in my opinion. Earl had a heart condition. He couldn't have overpowered Jeff Cole and tossed him down a staircase.
Yeah, but what if he didn't have to carry him? What if they were just starting down the stairs, he got behind them and twisted his head?
Even with perfect leverage, I don't think it's possible. He might have hired someone.
No, that doesn't wash, Doc. If you're going to have someone killed, you don't go and let yourself be identified at the scene.
True.
Is there anyone else who wanted Cole dead?
Janice's sister, Denise. But she's even less likely than Earl.
All right, so who stood to profit from Janice Cole's murder?
Well, the way it turned out, nobody.
Maybe we're asking the question backwards. Maybe it should be who would be hurt if Janice Cole wasn't murdered.
I'm not sure I follow you, Doctor.
If Janice Cole died of natural causes and wasn't murdered, who would suffer?
The insurance company. It would have had to pay off a $500,000 claim.
Yeah, but the insurance companies are prepared for those contingencies, Mac. I mean, that's their business.
True. Unless...
I've tried every possible mutation of Janice Cole's name, including Janice Reynolds. Hemisphere Insurance has no record of a policy being issued to her.
Nice work, Doc. Captain, we're going to need a warrant to search the local agents' records and compare the policies that were supposedly issued with those that were actually recorded by the company.
See, we think the agent took all the extremely low-risk term insurance applications, like 10-year policies on young, healthy people, issued them phony paperwork, and then simply pocketed the premium.
The premium covered accidental death, not suicide.
So when Janice Cole was due to collect on a $500,000 policy that didn't exist...
But the agent had to kill her, right? Thus invalidating the policy with this suicide exclusion. All right, Mac, let's pick this guy up. Just one problem with this theory, Dave. This guy's name is Vicky Wilson.
Decided to take me up on that offer to get you into shape?
Well, actually, we're here on official business. This is Dr. Holliday, our medical examiner.
Nice to meet you. Hello. What's this all about?
Well, it's about this for a start. That's a warrant to search your office for records pertaining to fraudulent insurance policies.
We know all about your little scam, how you issued phony policies to your customers and pocketed the premiums. I'm sure your records will show it.
Yeah. Then there's a problem with Janice Cole. Well, her dying was just going to ruin your whole thing, so naturally you had to do away with her.
That's not true. You know, the parathion, now that was good.
Yeah.
Because we almost believed that it was either a suicide or a profitable mercy killing by Earl.
Right. There's that greedy Jeff Cole who came in and wanted nothing to do with the invalidation of the policy. So he hires a lawyer, and naturally you got to do away with him, so the lawyer doesn't contact Hemisphere and find out there was never a policy to begin with.
This is a fantasy.
Yeah. Oh, we're big fans of fantasy. So maybe we could take the fantasy upstairs and get started, huh?
Fine.
Frank, come on, out of the way, I'm a cop, huh? Hey, Doc, I had her under control the whole time.
Ooh, that was really stupid.
Flowers, huh? Oh, yeah, thanks.
Oh, by the way, Dad and I talked about what you said, and Sarah's going to be staying on the farm.
And Denise promises to visit us more.
Did you tell Denise about my surprise?
He did, and I think it's wonderful.
I know, sweetheart. So do I. Holly, I was wrong to send you away. I'd like you to come back. If you still want to.
Holly,
It's beautiful. I've got a surprise for you.
What?
Well, next weekend, I have to go to L.A. to complete the sale of my house. And I thought maybe you could come with me to help me say farewell to Disneyland.
Could I?
Now will the come with me.